Driving home from work, time to bench. I'm going for 225, as many reps as possible. Let's see how many I get. I got some long pants, some long tights, Nike Pro, Nike Combat Pros. And I might try them out tomorrow because I have squats tomorrow. But they look pretty good. The quality actually looks really good. So in this workout, my goal was to hit 225 for 5 reps. I know I have the strength to do that, but as you're going to see later in this video, it didn't happen on this day. I'm just going to show you just a couple of the warm-up sets that I do. Start off with 135 and then I work my way up. I usually do 160 or 165 just to feel it out, but I jumped right up to 185. Never been a strong presser. Even in high school when I played football, I was only benching 170 pounds as my max, which is really bad. Considering, you know, you're a football player, you got to be explosive and have a lot of brute strength, but always been my weakest lift. Today my goal was to get 3 sets of 3 for 225, but I actually changed my mind. It was Friday and I was feeling really good, so I wanted to hit 225 for 5 reps. And so here's the first working set. I actually like the way this guy spotted me. It's really important to tell your spotter how you prefer to be spotted, and especially since this guy was a stranger, he's never spotted me in the gym. I never really talked to him. He did a really good job. So I asked him for just a little bit of a lift off, and I told him I wanted to get 3 reps minimum, but I told him I was going for as many as possible. So let's see how this set goes. He gives me a good lift off, and the weight felt really heavy at first. I was kind of thrown off maybe. This is the first time I've actually had 2 plates on both sides. Maybe it's kind of a psychological thing as well. And as you can see, that 3rd rep goes up really slow, so I just decided to rack it and go for my original plan, which is to get 3 sets of 3. For some reason I had a really tough time today keeping my back tight and remaining tight throughout the lift, even using leg drive. I don't know what it was. Maybe I was just tired because it was Friday or I had a long day, but as you can see, you got a little bit of instability throughout my body. The 1st rep goes up okay, 2nd rep goes up okay. And the 3rd rep, I think I could have grinded that out. I know I could have grinded it out, but he decided to grab the bar and help me out a little bit. He didn't help me out too much, but it felt like he just helped me with the lockout, which I didn't mind too much because the lockout is my strongest point in the lift. Usually if I get the bar to about, I'd say maybe an inch right before he touches the bar, I can lock that out no problem. So he helped me through that little bit of a sticking point, but I still think I could have grinded it out. That was probably my fault. I should have told him not to grab the bar. He actually told me I had about 20 more reps in me. I know I was just pulling my leg, but it was always nice to see that kind of encouragement from a stranger at the gym. For my last set, I actually had one of my gym bros spot me. This guy's actually very strong, and he spotted me before on the bench press, so I knew he'd be a good spotter, and it was my last set, so I wanted to make sure I got a good spot. I was not mentally ready for this set, guys. I don't know what it was. I was having a hard time picking the song that I wanted to listen to. Even tightening my gloves. I usually tighten my gloves way before I pick the song, and as you can see, I'm just getting adjusted here, tightening the gloves. And I asked him for a lift off, but I guess he didn't hear me, or maybe he forgot. And so here it's kind of funny. I'm asking him to lift off, and he finally gets it that I want the lift off. So he gives me the lift off. The 1st rep goes up, the 2nd rep goes up, not too much of a problem. The 3rd rep, he helps me out a very tiny bit, and it goes up, and then he forced me to do another one. I just kind of dropped it, didn't even hit my chest, and he helped me press it back up. But I appreciate, the overload. He really pushes me and helps me get a few more reps, just so I'm more acclimated to the weight. So the next thing you're going to see is some Spoto press. This is a great accessory lift for the bench press. If you're weak in the lift, kind of in that mid-lockout position like I am, this is a great exercise you might want to consider. Basically what you do is you drop the bar to about 1 inch from your chest, and you hold it there, you pause for about a second. That pause wasn't that great, but you usually hold it there for a second or 2 seconds, as long as you'd like, and try and be as explosive as possible, and press the weight back up. And I only did 165 pounds here, one because I didn't have a spotter and I didn't feel like asking random strangers for a spot on an accessory lift. So as you can see, the pauses do get a little bit better, but they're kind of all over the place. Some of them are, you know, a good 1 to 2 seconds. Some of them it kind of just feels like it's touch and go. And on the last set here, you're gonna see I only do about 3 reps, I think I got, and it just felt, it didn't feel heavy. I was just extremely tired and I didn't feel like pressing anymore, so I just moved on to the next exercise, which I didn't film. I never film like the other dumbbell work or accessory work that I do, just because it's hard to film and get a good angle. But I did 4 sets of 8 with 75-pound dumbbells on the incline dumbbell press, and then I just did some flat press and some dumbbell floor press. So with that, I'm going to conclude this video. Thank you so much for watching. That 225 for 5 is coming, guys. I promise. I'm going to have the strength to do it in maybe about a month, maybe 3 weeks. But once it happens, I'll record it and it'll be on the video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.